All right, we got the Ego. What is it? I can't remember the model number, but this is the Ego top handle, and it's not their commercial one that you have to have the backpack with. It comes with a 2.5 amp hour battery. It's just over 9 pounds, pretty lightweight. It's not as powerful as the the big boys like the Husqvarna or the Crest or the Milwaukee, but it's not bad. And if you're in the Ego ecosystem, why wouldn't you want to use this? And it's inexpensive. I think it's 250 or 70 bucks for this, the charger, and the battery, right? It comes with a 12-inch bar. It's 3/8 low profile, and this is a full chisel chain. But today I'm going to talk about a mod for this thing. And a lot of mods come with a cost, right? Maybe you're putting more wear and tear on the saw, or something. This is a mod that is really better pretty much overall. So it's a little bit tricky, but if you have this and you want more out of it, you're going to get more out of it, and it's going to be a better saw to use. So this is what it comes with. This is the 3/8 low profile. It's a .043 width, and I've adapted this to a full chisel chain instead of the semi that it comes with. But the cutting speed on this is, and I'm showing you on a set, it's like a 7 or 8 inch piece of oak, but that's what you get out of this, okay? So this has the toolless tensioning system, in theory. And now that's off. So this is the drive spur. I haven't been able to find a 325 drive spur for it. So what I've done is I've modified a rim sprocket. Now this is off of the Ego CSX5000. I ordered the part. Now I'll bring you right in. I cut this off of it all the way around. So this is smooth, but it fits right on, and it's a rim sprocket. And I had to put this on a grinder and shave it in this dimension so that it would fit. But now it's a rim sprocket, and you can put on any size you want. So a 325 low profile chain will fit on a 325 rim sprocket. So this is a 325/7 that's on here. Now, once you put this rim sprocket on here, you can just change it to a 3/8. You don't have to go back to this. And this just, there's an E-clip, and it just pops on. Oh, I'll do it the easy way. And now it's retained, but you can take this on and off, okay? Whoop, sorry, I forgot the retainer. My bad. You wouldn't want to do it that way, because then the thing could just fall right off. So this goes on here. That holds the rim sprocket on. And then this clip holds the retainer that holds the rim sprocket on. So it's a bunch of stuff holding a bunch of stuff on. Okay. Now, I'm using a Milwaukee bar. I'm going to clean this off, actually. Hold on a sec. Okay. Now, you have to match the bar tailstock for it to oil properly. So this is, these both, if you look at them, tail stalks line up. The holes line up, and this particular one, which is, this is it an AO41 or a KO41? They're very similar, but this is the bar, obviously, that comes on a Milwaukee, but you can buy it right from Oregon. You don't have to get it from Milwaukee. It's a 14-inch, so this is a little bit bigger. You can get a 12-inch. I just happen to have a 14-inch. And then this is going to be retained with that, but I'll put the chain on first. So this is our 325 low profile, so it's a .043 325 bar and chain setup, and this is what all of the top handles now are using because it's better. I don't know if Ego just came up with this a little late, you know, like the development of this setup was after that, or what. So we got the same .043 narrow kerf. This is actually a semi chisel, but these really, they cut smoothly, and they cut faster. So let's go try this out on the same log and see if there's a difference. All right, here we go. Now, if nothing else, it's a much smoother cut. All right, so there it is. Pulling a 14-inch bar instead of a 12-inch bar, we went from 14.5 seconds on the cut to 11.5 seconds on the same cut. So that's a significant difference. And like I said, it's a smoother cut. The other bar and chain was full chisel. This is semi chisel. So this will last longer too. And I think the original chain that came on the Ego bar was it was more like 15.5 seconds. So the full chisel bought a little bit, but going to this 325, it really buys you quite a bit. Smoother running, and I didn't do a battery test, but I'm sure that having this, if anything, it's gonna increase your runtime, and you're gonna get more cuts within that same runtime. So there's really, I mean, you have to buy the part, you have to get this bar, you know, the .043 AO41 325 low profile bar. I'll put something in the description, or I'll put a way to get to that Oregon bar, and I'll put a way to get to that Ego part that you have to modify. But the nice thing is, if for some reason you wanted to go to 325, it's set up on a rim sprocket, and you could put it on 3/8 if you wanted, or whatever other rim sprocket you wanted to try on here. But just you know, it's a pretty good price on a saw. It's lightweight. I think it's just over 9 pounds, and it's like a quarter of the price of, you know, the big boy saws. But it's certainly way more than a quarter of the performance. So you're getting a good deal for the money. Even the Milwaukee, I think it's like 5 something. So it's half the price of the Milwaukee. And you know, with that mod, it's okay. I mean, like, it's, you know, if you have Ego and you want to stay in the Ego framework, or you don't want to spend more money, this is a good way to make the most of your saw. So just thought that would be helpful. If it is, let me know. Please give it a like if you want to see more stuff like this. Subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.